All right. Good evening. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. It's a Halloween season coming up. There's not really, the title for this episode might be a little weird. It might not be the most aptly titled of streams because the Streamlabs application it wasn't allowing me to actually do a custom kind of thing. It wasn't allowing me to actually to actually enter a stream name. So let's see. Invalid Tuesday is apparently what the name of the stream is. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's Wednesday, but we're going to go with Invalid Tuesday anyway. They were equally efficient, but one is more readable. So Matthew, I'm going to let Matthew get here. I'll talk about this in stream. So the C# compiles and basically, I guess it's different with C++ if you're saying that definitely. So, okay. Well, I'm going to wait for Matthew to get here, and then I'll talk about this in stream as to why, basically, why things are the way they are. Basically, why returning quicker is... Why returning sooner is more performant than not returning than basically putting everything in a block statement. But I'm typing this out to basically see if it's similar case in C++ in C#. So I'm trying to let me see. I'm trying to basically just get something that's actually compilable. Is it system console? It's been a long time. It's system console write line. Is it? Is it right, Lynn? I'm going to have to take this over to Visual Studio Code. I'm too dependent. I'm just too dependent on the AI. But I want to see how this works. So let's see. System. Yes. Okay. So that's essentially what I wanted. So that's version 1. Actually, I want to do this in 2 different lines, though. So because I want it to be a little more. I want there to be a little more to it. Perfect. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another class that's a different version. So basically what I was getting at is in C++, let me just do this right here, like this. And then basically when we look at the compilable code, we should be able to see very, very easily if one is faster than the other. I get returning to thing first. It's good practice readability. I was just saying actually, I would say the way you did it is actually more readable. I would say having it in the block is more readable. I would say it is always more readable to have a single entry and a single exit. The reason that it is more performant in C++, it has to do with jumping, and it has to do with basically this. Let's just look at it in C#. Let's look at it because honestly, I'm trying to remember. It has something to do with jumping and how you can basically optimize jumps in assembly. But because this allows the compiler to basically rearrange code so that you avoid the jumping, which jumping takes time, right? And it might take a few microseconds. It might take a few nanoseconds, but it's still time. So this is, okay, now what I need to do is I need to come up with an animal. Animal, I don't know, animal equals new. Yes, we'll just do that. And then I will do this, do something, and then I'll do this, and then do something. Okay, so why are these red? Why is this red? Animal does not exist. I think that's probably just, animal definitely does exist. Okay, let's see if this compiles. We're going to go over to Godbolt and see if this actually does compile. So Godbolt, interestingly enough, does support C#, which I thought was pretty cool. Compilation failed. Okay, do something. Okay, so there's a problem with my syntax somewhere. I'm just not seeing it. Animal. No, wait a minute. Animal. What is the problem with the syntax here? Let's look back over in Visual Studio Code. I'm super curious as to what is the compilation issue here. What am I missing? There is something I am overlooking, and I'm just not seeing it. Oh, is this something to do with like namespaces? I think. Okay, I think I know. I think. Yeah, okay. I think I just need to do public class. Goddamn stupid C#. All right, come here. Public. So the thing is, unless they actually compile to the same exact code, I would say one is probably faster than the other. I'm not sure which. In C++, this one is faster than I'm trying to remember why, and I can't remember why. But I just remember that this is faster. To do the return immediately is faster in C++, but I would say that this is actually more readable. I would say the slower one is more readable because, again, a single entry and a single exit point are more readable. Now, what is the error here? Animal does not exist in this context. Does this not... okay. There's something structurally wrong with my code, but I am not familiar. I'm not like knee-jerk reaction familiar enough with the C to remember what it is. So I need to look this up. Actually, let's just ask AI. AI will probably be able to pinpoint it. For one or two conditions, I agree, but much more than return first is better personally. No, debugging. It all comes down to debugging. And when you start hiding, and yes, it's hiding. When you start hiding early returns in the code, then that becomes less readable. If you can read the code knowing you only ever have a single entry and exit, that is hands down easier to debug, and it's more readable. Let me see. What is wrong with this C# code? I think it's just the fact that I have like these free floating classes like this. Like I feel like they need to be inside the program module or something like that in C#, but I honestly don't remember. The issue is version 2, says Grok. Whoa. Oh, animal is null? Okay, well, wait a minute. I want to do this. I don't know why it got changed to that. Okay, what is this? What is this? All right. No. I don't want to use is at all. I just want to use... No. My God. Why isn't this compiling? Okay. Oh, my God. C# pissing me off. Okay, let's just go back to this. It's telling me I have a... Okay, compilation failed. Invalid token at line 36 right here. Is it because of this? But how can I null it out? Okay, no, it's not because of that. I'm pretty sure. Wait, shouldn't that be not null so it can run the logs? Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. No. It should be... Oh, yeah. This one should be not null. You're right. Okay, but still, what is the compilation error down here? I think it's because these are just free-floating classes, but I don't remember what that looks like in a main... Like, I don't remember how to, like, what the structure of it looks. C#, let's just do C# class example with main. Public class person, public class program. Oh... That's the problem. I simply didn't have a main function. Oh. Okay, let's see if this compiles. Let's go back to Godbolt. Non-nullable name must contain a... Okay. All right. So can we do this? Compilation failed. Version is inaccessible due to... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Public class. What is it? Do I need to have this public? I don't understand. What? No. Okay. Version 1, do something animal is inaccessible due to its protection. Oh, god damn it. Public. I gotta publicize the functions. Public. Okay, finally. Okay. So, this should compile. It compiled. Thank God. All right. So we got a lot of assembly here. I'm curious to see how much of this is actually labeled for us. Okay, so here is do something. And then that's the do something. Oh, wait, that's version 1's do something. And then we have version 2's do something. Now, again, in C#, they may be exactly the same. I don't know. But this is yeah, this is assembly. I was like, wait, is this assembly or is this .NET opcode? Actually, I'm still not sure. I think this is .NET opcode. Yeah, because I would see like a ret at the end. Okay, so this is opcode. So that's another thing to consider. And now the opcode vmove DQ. Let's look at that. vmove DQ. vmove DQ. Is it assembly or is it okay, this according to this it's assembly. Okay, so it is x86 assembly. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's just ask Rock. But I'm curious, like I would see like a push and then a ret at the end. Is this like .NET opcode or ASM? This is native x64 assembly generated by the .NET just-in-time compiler, not .NET in IL. What does IL stand for? Intermediate language. .NET intermediate language opcodes. Okay. So, okay. All right. So that will give us some insight. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's split this to the right like that. Let's put this over here. Okay. Easy. Actually, let's just do another document. That'll make it easier. And so basically what I want to do is I literally just want to look at the two functions side by side. That's all I want to do. And honestly, if one is bigger than the other, that's a good clue. It's not necessarily a smoking gun. That one is more performant than the other. It is a clue, but it's not necessarily a smoking gun. But if they compile to exactly the same thing, then it might not be. And just kind of, let me see, 32. Wait a minute. There's something else I got to do just to kind of line things up a little better. Okay. I'm just going to line up the line numbers. So okay, so everything's lined up. Line 34, line 34. Line 58, line 58. So in this instance, it does look like they are identical. Line 79, line 79. Jump. Oh, no. Wait. Line 80, line 80. Oh, no. They are different. So this has a pass through. This has a which right? Okay, so that's the end. That is that the second one or the first one? That's the second one. So this is the end of the function. So they are slightly different. They both call the write line. This is going to do a pass through. It's going to go down to this. Well, that's just a label, actually. Okay. All right. So maybe they are effectively... Let me see. No op add. Yeah, they are effectively the same. That's just a label. That's not an instruction. Interesting. Ooh, wait a minute. So the one on the left-hand side is a few lines longer than the one on the left-hand side. Let's get rid of these labels in both documents. And I think we can do that easily with doing this. We can do this. Okay. All right, that, and then we'll do the same thing over here. Okay. So the one on the left-hand side is actually 6 instructions longer than the one on the left-hand side. The one on the left-hand side yeah. So the one on the left-hand side, version 1, is slower, I would say. So version... Wow! Wow! That's interesting! Now, wait a minute. The comparison is different. The one on the left-hand side has more resulting assembly instructions. That does not necessarily mean it is less performant, but like I said, it is a hint. Let's see. Let's just see what the fuck AI says, just for the hell of it. Here are 2 functions compiled to ASM code. Which one seems faster to you? Here is version 1. So that would be the one on the left. Here is version 2. Which one do you think is more performant? Now it's going to say things like, okay, well, version 2 is faster. That's what we said. That version 1 seems slower. That is interesting. Why? Let's compare. Now AI does have a tendency to just make shit up, right? Let's check our work maybe by asking ChatGPT. All right, so let's see what ChatGPT says. While we're at it, let's ask Claude. I thought I already... Why am I not signed in? Continue. All right, there we go. ChatGPT. Okay, short answer, they're effectively the same speed. Both versions have the same flow control, same cause. The tiny differences are cosmetic register choices. They do not change the number of UOPs, memory, traffic. Any runtime difference will be below measurement noise, absolutely swapped. If you're chasing performance, if you're chasing performance here, the wins won't come by choosing which one. They'll come from... Okay, yeah, okay. Thank you for nothing, ChatGPT. Looking at the 2 versions of assembly code, they're extremely similar, almost identical. However, there are a few subtle differences. That said, the performance... Okay, fine. Version 2 is 11 bytes smaller. Version 2 is likely slightly faster. Better code locality, smaller code size, and unified return paths. So that's the thing that's kind of coming back to me with C++. Why version 1 is actually faster in C++. That's interesting though. So it, and like the thing is like in a lot of the code that I've been writing on Saint Abilene, I've been writing it with this pattern just because it's just kind of ingrained in me, right? It's just kind of like, I don't even think about it so much. I just am like, oh, this is going to be faster. This is going to be faster. And also I'm lazy. I think this is arguably faster. I would say this is arguably faster to write this way. Instead of this way, you have to go like, okay, where I got to go find where does the bracket go? So yeah. No, that is interesting though. So it is the opposite in C# to what it is in C++. That is interesting. Okay. Well, we learned something new today, kids. And what is this stream if not educational? That's what I am here for, bringing you the education. All right, let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and send the link out to the people I always send the link out to. My friend Nick. I'm going to send it to our pal Lisa. I'm going to send it to my buddy Robbie. I'm going to send it to my buddy Chokiat. Don't let me forget to send it to my pal David. I'm going to send it to my friend Johnny Gators. Then I'm going to head over to Instagram, and I'm going to send it to the Razman. Very good stream, is 10 out of 10. Thank you. I agree. I mean, funny thing. My stream is actually recommended by 10 out of 10 dentists. I mean, like, call me crazy. I'm going to send the stream to the hot Colombian actress that I showed everybody's the Instagram. I'm going to send that to her. I'm going to assume that she's listening because I'm naturally going to assume that she is obsessed with me. Sorry, 1 second. I'm arguing with somebody. I am saying how... Wait, 1 second. You know, like... You know all that, like... You know all the, like... mega stupid like makeup crap that like with the stupid eyebrows and the eyelashes and like the hair like and like in the heels and like all the stupid shit that women dress up, that like all the stupid shit that they put on to like make themselves look like a peacock. I was telling this person that women do that for other women. And I've talked about this before on the stream. Men, what we find sexy, at least what I think a lot of men, there is nothing sexier than natural beauty and a girl who has a nice set, wearing no bra and a t-shirt and a pair of sweatpants with no underwear. That is chef's kiss. Primo, top of the line, like perfect sexiness. Like that is like, you will not get sexier than that in a man's point of view. That is the creme de la creme of sexiness. All the shit with the makeup and the fake eyebrows and the push-up this and the heels this and the skirt that, that's for women. Women do that for other women. No. Give me natural beauty, no makeup, fresh out of the shower, brushing her hair in front of the mirror with like a little like wife beater t-shirt and sweatpants. Oh, all over it. All over it. But as soon as they start putting all the makeup with all the fake shit and just like layers and layers of like cake makeup, like I want nothing to do with it. Like, well, it's not that I don't want nothing to do with it. It's just that I have a preference of what I want to, of which one I would rather have something to do with. So no, like, no, like, just stupid shit. Just anyway, I'm done. Done. Why? Well, you know, this is your fault, Matthew. All right, so here's what we got. We got a nice little pulsating star icon that kind of comes up. Basically, I think what we're going to do tonight is we're just going to do some refactoring. We're going to make the code a little better organized. And I want to see also, I was thinking about this earlier. So here's what I was trying to think of. Let's look at the goal. So think about an objective. I would like basically two types of goals. No, whoa. Okay. Basically what I'm getting at is I can see instances where I might want to display like, this could actually get complicated, so I need to calm down. So right now, we're just displaying one goal marker, and then you complete that goal, that marker goes away, then you go to the next one. You complete that goal, that one goes away. Okay, that's a very linear pattern. The other pattern we could have is you just display all of the goals, right? You just like here, you can see this objective, it has two goals. Maybe you just display the icons for both of them. Boom, put them out. Now, I haven't looked too closely at the code. We have to modify it if we want to support multiple goal icons. I'm not too worried about that code. I think that, you know, the major wiring parts of the code are there. We just need to adapt it to support more than one, which I don't see being a big deal. But I was thinking like, okay, so you would have a linear progression of goals, or you could have multiple goals where you kind of pick them off one at a time in no particular order. And then you could have a combination of the two, right? Now, then I was like, then I was like, well, you could have it complicated. Like you could like, let's see if we get, okay. So you would have like, maybe you start the introduction, right? And, oh, God damn it. And then, or you start the objective, I guess I should say. You start the objective, and immediately you have goal one icon being shown, and you have goal 2 icon being shown. And then once you finish goal 1, then you go to goal 1.1. And then when you finish goal 1.1, it's going to show goal, God damn it. I mean, I kind of like where AI is going, right? But from here, like, and so you could kind of get crazy with it. Like, actually, I kind of like this notation. Oh my fucking God. There is some process that keeps stealing focus. I've talked about it before, but that's all right. We're okay. We're okay. So goal 1.2, right? And then we could have this go to goal 1.3. But then if we back up here, that would be goal, no, wait, no. Yeah, wait, 1.1. No, wait a minute. How would that be? That would be goal.1, and that would be goal.11, goal.12. And then, but then you could also have goal, what would this be? Would it be goal.2, 1.2? Maybe it would be. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, right, like what this is like goal 1, this is terrible notation. Goal.10, and then the next goal is goal.1.1. But then after you finish goal.1, now you have 2 icons come on the board, goal, right? And then, when you finish this one, now you have goal 1.3. Like, so you could have like a tree is actually a good way, right? And a multi-branch tree would be a good way to think about it. Maybe not. I mean, maybe there's probably a better data structure I just can't think of right now. So, but I might be overthinking this. Like, I don't know that we need to have a goal leads to 3 other goals simultaneously, and each of those could lead to 1 or more goals simultaneously. I don't know that we necessarily need to have that kind of support. I have a feeling that is over engineering, but at the same time, I can see like I think let's just stick to the linear progression for now. No, but I don't know if we want to stick to. I think maybe what we do is we just support linear progression, and so basically what we would do is we would have two lists here. No, wait, I'm sorry. We'd have two lists on the. We would have basically linear goals and simultaneous goals. Yeah, I link my quest scriptable objects with a lovely name trigger next quest list. Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do is, so I'm going to put that aside for the time being. We're not going to actually, what I want to do is I want to refactor the code. And then, I think as we're refactoring the code, I think the answer might just come to me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Whoa. Jeez. So this computer, I have Outlook installed. Outlook, which is connected to my work account. So I get notifications over here every now and then. I don't have Outlook loaded, but I still get the fucking Outlook notifications. So when I get a new work email, I see a notification. So we've been working with Hewlett Packard, also known as HP. We've been working with some stuff with them. We're doing some stuff. We're buying some stuff from them, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I had a meeting today with a couple of people at my job, and I was concerned about some stuff. And I was like, and I was talking to this one guy, and I'm like, he's been the main point of contact with HP. And I said, hey, can you set up a meeting with them? Can you arrange this meeting? Because I think we need to talk. And he's like, yeah, no, I'll take care of it. Well, there's been a couple of emails going back. I haven't read them yet because they started coming in at 4:15, and I was like, no, I'm off the clock, right? But an email just came in, and it was just out the corner of my eye, and it was a pop-up on the corner of the screen, and this is what I saw. Now, mind you, this was out the corner of my eye. What do you think I saw at first? That's what I thought it said at first. That's never good. That's never good. And Matthew, in case you can't see what I thought, here, let me make that big. This is what it said, but this is what I thought it said. That's never good. That's never an email you want to get. That's never an email you want to see. That gave me a heart attack for a minute there. All right. Hopefully Francesca Estevez is listening. She's going to be. I'm going to do one of those videos. Yeah, mini heart attack. No kidding. I'm going to do one of those videos where streaming every day until Francesca Estevez notices me, which means I'll be streaming until the heat death of the universe, pretty much. Francisca. Yeah, she's a little young for me. She is a little young for me. But yeah, she's a pretty girl. She's a very pretty young woman. Yeah, speaking of HR, oh man, at my last job it was weird. Meeting schedule. I saw HR girl on the list. Yeah, no, it's terrifying. It's literally. I had a meeting where this was 6 or 7 months ago, where the CEO he schedules a meeting, and I'm just you know what, I'm just gonna ask, and it was for 2 days later, and I'm like, hey, can I ask what this meeting is about? And he just responds, don't worry, it's not about your job. I want to talk about blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm like, you could have put that in the meeting notes, right? You could have put in the meeting notes, hey, I want to talk about such and such integration, or hey, I want to talk about such and such licensing. Don't just schedule one-on-one with the CEO of the company. Okay, it's a little terrifying. It's terrifying. All right, let's get to work. So, like I said, we're just going to move forward with the serial progression for now, and I think the answers will come. The answers will come. All right, so I need to load up the goal icon, or what is it that yeah, the goal icon controller. Mine was redundancy. What are you, oh, your meeting was on, like, you got, are you talking about like when you got laid off for redundancy? Or like, are you, that's a question. I should not have said it like that. I didn't mean it like that. But I mean, were you like, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay. So I need, so what you're doing, goal active. So did you, okay, so I guess, okay, yeah. So you attack, okay, this is good that you did this, a goal icon controller, because I was figuring, we were going to need to attach a script to the icons to begin with. I was thinking it would be for like, I don't know, I was like maybe for animation or something. And then I have some weird ideas. I have ideas. We'll just put it that way. But then I think a basic idea would be like if the icon was moving. Like maybe the goal is to like find an NPC and the NPC is on the run. So I can discuss in Discord, but yes, made redundant in my last job. They lost all funding. Oh, that sounds like a government job. But in the UK, like if you get laid, I don't know. I was going to say if you get laid off in the UK, I would imagine you have a pretty good social cushion to fall back on. But then again, I don't know. I get the impression that the UK is somewhere between Europe, like where there is like in some countries like Norway or Finland, there is a very good social cushion to fall back on. But then that's one extreme, and then there's America where there's none, right? And so I would imagine England is kind of like in between. I feel like England is always kind of like struggling for their identity. Like, okay, are we more European or are we more American? Like more European, more American. And I feel like England is always going back and forth trying to like hedge their bets. Honestly, wait a minute. I need to see something. I was just looking. So, again, over here, Instagram is up. Francesca Estevez's icon is there because I sent her a link to the stream. And for a second, it looked like Lisa. Interesting. It was a startup. Companies aren't required to give you anything with redundancy. Only support is then the government allowance. Okay, so that's very much like the U.S., which is pretty much not enough to live off of. Yeah, no, that's exactly like the U.S. It's exactly like the U.S. Okay, let's do this. Let's get to work. Because, you know, Matthew, if we're made redundant, well, this is our job. This is what we'll be working on. We got to get that game studio started. We got to get it up and running. We got to get Dogfinger Studios off the ground. And look, I mean, not only can I write games, look at the web development I can do. Check out this web development. I mean, come on. I finally decided it was like, you know what? I should like try to like show off. You know, I should put something on there at least. And then I took off like, you got to understand, like with my message board, there is over 20 years of lore on my message board. And part of the lore is Dogfinger Studios based in Suriname. We'll collab our companies. There you go. I like it. All right. Okay. I got to stop talking to you. I got to focus. All right. I got to focus. God damn it. How do I want to do this? So I think what I need to do, how do I want to do this? So we have complete, I think we're going to have another action. Public event action on start. I'll put this above. I just realized I don't want that to be public. I want that to be protected. And I think because I want the other one to be protected as well. Okay. Okay, so that should be good. Protected void start, complete void start. Okay, so on start. So we have that. Oh, wait a minute. Am I getting myself into a chicken and egg situation? I might be. Let me look at this. Manual update. So one thing I'm not happy with the design right now is just kind of how everything is, how the goals are started and stopped. Like I'm not very happy with that. So it's like the first thing I want to kind of tackle. Okay, so we have this objective complete handler. That is assigned, where is that assigned? That's assigned up here in awake, but that's assigned somewhere else. Oh, no, it might not be. Ew. Current objective. That's another thing. Okay, so let's see. Actually, no, let's go back to the code. Let's do... I know it... Oh, okay, this just got more interesting. All right, so I want the objectives. Where's the objective class? That's what I got confused. Okay, objective... So we want the objective to basically have a next, and it will eventually have a prerequisites. So let's see, how do we want to do that? Public, objective, next. I guess that could be null, right? That could be null. And then we will have public list, objective, prerequisites new. Okay. Why is that question mark? Oh, okay. I need to do that. I'll look at the build bug while we're here. No, that'd be great. Yeah. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. I just know that like some really shady developer based out of England wrote that code. So I mean, be careful because it might format your hard drive. It might start mining Bitcoin and steal your identity. I really don't know. Couldn't say. Okay. So we have the next. I think that's part of the problem. And okay. Go complete handler. Okay, so this is basically the start. So an objective is going to have, no, you can't trust them. Not at all, man. Not at all. Okay. So I think what we could do, goal complete handler. This is an objective. Start goal. Yeah, let's see. Goal. This feels wrong for some reason. I don't like the pattern I'm about ready to write. I'm not very happy with it because I'm basically past. I'm going to be. Let's just go with it. I just thought of a really inappropriate analogy of no, I'm not going to say it. But I'm about ready to do something that it's like it smells bad, but I'm going to dive into it anyway. And you can kind of think where my mind went with something similar like that. Okay, so let's see. So goal, if goal equals, I'm just looking at what AI wrote. So if it does that, current goal. Okay, but I think before, so what I would want to do, let's see, goals at, remove at 0. So we're basically popping the goal. This is in the goal complete handler, so that's fine. We need to set up the next goal. If goals.count is greater than 0, then that is basically where we're going to do start. I like this start goal, goal 0. Yes. And then I would rather have this stuff. I think I would rather have it down here. So let's look at this. Current goal, current goal on complete equals current. Okay, that's fine. if current goal start message is okay, so I can delete that. That's a little more readable, I think. And so, but I want to get rid of this. And then what I want to do, yeah, current goal start. I know it's not defined. Goal start. I'm really feeling a little nervous that there's no unit tests. I don't like, this is the kind of thing where I wish I had unit tests. Like right now, I'd feel much more comfortable doing all this refactoring if there were unit tests. But it's okay, because we're professionals. We're men. I mean, not only just professionals, we're men. And men do this. Men do this they do it without protection. That's how men operate. We prefer it that way. I mean, then again, who doesn't? I think everybody prefers it without protection, honestly. It's, you can't fuck with nature. Like you're not going to beat nature. Like, literally, nature has had hundreds of thousands of years to perfect the biology of fucking. Right? And so, of course, it is designed to feel good. And because, do you think that, like, if we were smart enough to, like, invent something that felt better than it and, like, a lifespan, we wouldn't be here as a species. So, I'm not even sure how I got started on this. Okay, I need to stop. I don't, actually, now I'm thinking about it, I don't think we need the on start callback. It'll be easy enough to add. I mean, I guess maybe I'm gonna nuke it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here, public virtual void start, nothing to do. I don't know. I kind of feel. I kind of feel like this should be in the base class. We can always get rid of it later if we want, but that's fine. So we'll do this. This. Okay. Oh, the other thing I want to do, I want to turn on white space. I prefer having white. I don't even have it turned. Oh, I do. I do have white space turned on in Visual Studio Code. I like having white space turned on. I'm just not sure where to turn it on. Let me see. Outlining, previous method. Oh dear. Oh, my stars and garters. Where? Okay, options. Here we go. White space. View white space. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. I feel better already. Okay. Start. So we're just putting the scroll message into the start method of the goal. The start method gets called in the objective, and then okay, so then the objective manager will handle exactly the details of when that is called. Actually, I feel like this white space character is I feel like it's a little too loud, so I'm actually going to disable it. I don't know. I maybe there's a way to change the color of it, but it's a little too loud. Where did I go? Where did it? Tools, options. I'm just going to disable it. View white space. Get rid of it. Oh no, why? Maybe you wish you need night space. Maybe you wouldn't need white space dots if you use dark mode. Go to hell. No, I have white space turned on in Visual Studio Code. Like, you see how these are a nice muted gray? Well, Visual Studio had it like this loud blue. You know what? Just to spite Matthew, I'm turning it back on. Like, I like having white space on. I prefer having white space visualization on. I think it was something that like I started as my eyesight started getting worse. So, but that's really loud. Visual Studio, change color of white space dot. If I can make it nice subtle gray, that would be better. Changing the color of the white space indicator in Visual Studio. Oh, look at that. Oh boy. Okay, so that is text editor, visible white space. All right, so I think am I using the nerd font? I am. Okay, so let's go back over to tools. We'll go to options. This was text editor. I know I've seen that setting before. Where is it? Is it here? No. You can do that. Tools, options, then environment, fonts and colors. Here we go. Now we're cooking with fire. All right. So visible white space. Let's scroll all the way down. What? Display items. Where is the white space item? Oh, and of course there's no search on here. Oh my God. Okay, wait. Okay, let's go down to W. No. UV. Oh, my stars and garters. If I go up to Consolis, let's see if I change the Consolis like that guy had there. I'm just curious if it's here. It's not, which makes me think that it has changed. Okay, so I want to go back to the nerd font motto. I love this font. I wonder what they'd look like in dark mode. Probably just like light gray. Oh, well, actually, these probably white. I don't know. Plain text selected. I'm literally going to go. Visible white space. There it is. All right. Yes. Okay. We're going to go with silver. I wish I could see. Let's see. Much better. Love it. I do feel like it could be a hint darker. All right. We're going to try it. There was the other option. So let's go. I think it's raining. It is raining. Okay, visible white space. So there's silver, and then there, right below it was gray. Let's check that out. I like that. I love it. That's very similar to Visual Studio Code. Actually, the one in Visual Studio Code is a little lighter. That's fine. We're going to stick with. No, I'm going to go back. Okay, I got to go to the silver. I'm going to go to the silver. We're not getting any programming done. Okay, wait, gray, and then we're going to go to silver. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay. All right, we're done. We are done configuring the way that the white space looks, okay? We're done with that. We're done with it. Just stop it. Let me concentrate. I wonder if my friend Nick is here. Nick, if you're in the room, say something. Nick, if you're in the room with us, give us a sign. Okay, so the objective, start goal. Where's this at? This is on the goal complete handler. So right now, the goal complete handler on manual awake. I don't know. Let me see. Start manual update. Is this getting? Goal complete handler plus. Okay, so it is getting set twice. So this is here. Where's the other one? Is it above? Is it below? Oh, it's right here. Start goal. Okay, so this is the first one. So I think what we could do here. So I actually got, so a couple of nights ago, I was running into trouble. because I was trying to use this bottom typewriter. I was like the little scroll text. I was initiating the start of that scroll text in awake, in the awake method, and that's a no-no. Because even when I had the required classes, well, basically because basically I was getting a null exception, right? And I figured, okay, something is, since I'm trying to do some UI thing in awake, it makes sense that not everything is initialized. And so I tried fixing it with ordering, right? I tried making sure that the bottom typewriter class, that script, that the awake of that script is called before where I was trying to use it. And even with the ordering, it still wouldn't work. So that's why I added some stuff. I wasn't very proud. It's actually not that bad, but basically I just added some things where I could defer. I can defer it to until update. And basically it gets called in the second call to update is when I then will do the typewriter. And the only reason I didn't do it in the first is just literally just cause. I was like, you know what? Let's get one complete update call behind our belt, and then we'll we'll do it. So anyway, I'm not sure what was it with that. Okay, so all right, so the objective itself will never get called. Just jumped on to say I can't make it tonight. What a jerk. What a jerk. What, I'm banned. Hey, not sure. Can you please ban that guy? Like, I know you still have mods. You're still a moderator in the channel, so ban that guy. Like, the guy that just sent that message, ban him. I want him out of here. He's gone. He's gone. Okay. So, basically, let's see, I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. So it doesn't make sense to do it in objective, but we have start goal. I think we need a start objective. Not sure says he's on it. Well, the not sure guy can't ban the not sure guy because not sure is not going to be here, apparently. So I don't know. I mean, like, just take care of it. Just when you get a chance, could you just take care of it? All right. So how do we want to do this? So, yeah, this is all bad. Actually, this is actually really bad. Like, the objective actually shouldn't be doing anything in awake. And this actually might be carryover code. So what are we? Okay. So what are we doing? We're basically just setting up the very first goal. So. Actually, instead of manual awake, this should actually be like start objective. And then where manual awake is called here, so we can at least change that. Now, this awake is a proper awake. I want to move this over here. And then I want to move that over there. Perfect. And Brandon Martinez is back. Hello, Mr. Martinez. ¿Cómo está? Espero que todo está muy bueno contigo. I don't know. Do you speak Spanish? Because if so, if you speak Spanish, Brandon Martinez, tonight is the Spanish stream. We're doing. You know what? That's it. We're doing Spanish Wednesday. Miércoles de Español. Okay, so let's start objective. So start objective makes sense to me as opposed to an awake. The objective should not have an awake, but it should have. Well, I mean, the only reason I don't want to call it awake is I don't want to make. I was making convoluting. Is that a word? I was convoluting it with the actual Unity awake call. Let's see. So we have this manual awake here. Oh my God. So there was a little bit of drama at work today. We had, I had one of my guys interview somebody. And this is all in India. This is all based in India. So the interview took place at like 10 a.m. this morning, India time, 10 a.m. India time. So it was like 1 a.m. here, right? In the East Coast of the U.S. It was very, very early. So when I was going to bed last night, I was like, oh, we're going to make up names. Like the guy who reports, the guy who works for the company, my coworker. I mean, I'm his boss, so is he really a coworker? I mean, he's no. Well, we're going to call him Roger. And then the other guy, the guy we interviewed, the guy that's being interviewed is we'll call him Brandon. And so I had Roger interview Brandon. Now I had interviewed Brandon, and then I arranged an interview with Brandon and somebody else. And neither of these were technical, right? This is for a Java position. I probably could give a technical interview in Java, but like I'm not an expert, right? Like I'm not an expert, so I was just like, let's just leave it to the experts. And Roger is a Java expert, so I asked Roger to do it. So I wake up this morning and I have this email from Roger about the interview that he did with Brandon. It was it doesn't make any sense to me. Wait, can I find it? Let me see if I can find it. Because I know that. Wait. Let's do this. I'm going to do that because I want to load something up, and I'm not sure if it's going to come on the monitor that you guys can see or not. So let me just. Okay, so it's not. All right, so let me do that. Let me see if I can find this. Okay. Here is what Roger had to say about Brandon. Now, tell me if you see anything. Just let me read it. We'll take it from there. The coding exercise on building an in-memory file system, a complex problem not necessarily to be completed in full, no shit, revealed partial understanding. While Brandon was able to implement some components, he did not take sufficient time to analyze the problem and jumped into coding prematurely, which disrupted his thought process and problem-solving approach. This indicates a lack of preparation. What do you take away from that? What I take away from that is Brandon doesn't think the way I think, and so therefore I don't like him. Like, that's what I took away from this. Was like, he did it. Like, he made one line. There was one little line. Brandon was able to implement some components. That's all he said about this dude's coding skills. Everything else was like, well, he just jumped right into coding before he even understood the problem. Like, I do that all the fucking time. Like, actually, I will usually study, and like, I'm not even talking about pseudocode. Like, sometimes I'll use pseudocode, but a lot of times I'll just start writing it because that helps me understand where I need to go. And then, yes, I'll go back and refactor and everything, but it's just like, what the fuck? Like, so, because this person, Roger, I've worked with him for several years now. I've worked with him for like over 10 years. Now, I've only worked closely with him for about 4 to 5 years. And in that time, I have learned that Roger really, really, really likes diagrams. He loves diagrams. Like, if I ask him to do anything and then he has questions about it, he will show me the diagram that he has drawn and then ask me questions about it, which is fine. That is not a critique. But the point is that is how Roger works. Not everybody works. And I've seen him on other interviews where he's asked the candidate to, well, could you like load up like, you know, a PowerPoint or something and draw a diagram? And it's like, dude, like, not everybody fucking thinks in PowerPoint. Like, not everybody thinks. And so from that quote, all I could think was like, he is literally rejecting the guy because he's literally rejecting Brandon because Brandon doesn't operate the same way he does. Like, that's all I heard from that. It was crazy. Brandon says, glad to finally be here for a stream and most of the entirety. Not really a Spanish speaker. No worries, no worries. I'm glad you're here too, Brandon. It's good to have you. Matthew says, you could plan, sure, but at some point you got to dive in. And for a quick test project, it's all about diving in. I maybe spend 1 hour at most prepping for my interview task. So, yeah, and like that's the thing. It's not even like he was... like this whole thing of like he just jumped right into coding. Well, we're fucking programmers. I'm going to shut the door. And the thing that really pissed me off about that paragraph is that he spent 85% of the paragraph talking about how he didn't like how he didn't prep for, like how he didn't like get all the requirements and everything, how he just prematurely jumped into coding. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a shit if you think he prematurely started coding. How was his code when he started coding? That's what I want to know. Like, I don't care about the process that you take to get to the goal. I'm just concerned about the goal. Did you get the job done? If you did, I don't give a fuck how you did it. Like, literally, if it works and it works well, I am happy. If that requires you to get a tattoo on your ass of the project, fine. I don't care. If it works, it works. If it works for you, it works for you. So it was just like that just, oh, that triggered me. That triggered me. So anyway, but then there was some other drama that I can't talk about, and it was just like, oh my God, it was just a dramatic day. It was a dramatic day. Sounds like a PM. Wants the charts and timelines more than code. Oh, he loves charts. And this is no shade to Roger. No shade to Roger, because he is a very good programmer. He is very good at his designs. He's very good. The systems that he works on and that he designs, they work well. He requires no hand-holding. He's very good at his job. So there's no shade to that part. But this shit, like, it's just like, wow. Wow. Anyway, okay. Sorry you know what? I'm sorry you had to see that, Brandon. I don't like to show that side of me. Like, on this stream, I'm known for being very calm and level-headed. As a matter of fact, my nickname in high school was the level-headed kid. So I'm usually very, very like just like straight-laced and calm and collected. So I don't want to show, like, I'm sorry you had to see that side of me. Brandon says, as someone with ADHD and learns weird, very infuriating that some people are being blocked because they do things differently. Absolutely. It is infuriating. So what I'm going to do is, and like, I knew, like, just something told me when I saw the email like a few days ago that was like, okay, it has been scheduled with Roger and Brandon for 10 a.m. IST, India Standard Time. When I saw that, there was just this little voice in my head that was just like, you should be on that call, Addie. You should be on that call. And I was like, no, I'll let Roger can handle it. Roger can handle it. It's not a big deal. Roger can handle it. And now I'm regretting that I wasn't on that call. So what I'm going to do, and then Roger is like, well, Brandon, maybe we could have a follow-up interview in 2 weeks to allow him time to prepare. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that is the dumbest thing. Like, 2 weeks? Like, 2 weeks is not going to make him a programmer. Like, he's either prepared to do the interview now or he's not. Like, it's the dumbest thing. Well, we could give him 2 weeks to prepare. Like, what the fuck? Are you fucking stupid? Like, that makes no sense. So what I'm doing is I'm going to ask him to do another interview. He's not going to like it, but I'm his boss. So I'm going to ask him to do another interview, but I'm going to be like, I'm sitting in on this one. Like, I want, and I did follow up with Roger. I did follow up with him. And, you know, and he talked about, like, he said the position is the title. The position, I think, is for principal. And Roger's point was that the code was fine for a senior, not necessarily a principal. And that was another one of his concerns. And I'm like, you should have put that in the fucking email. Like, well, like, instead of this shit about how, like, he didn't draw fucking diagrams. Like, God. Well, no, he loaded up a text editor much more quickly than I thought he should have. And I told him, I was like, not everybody works the same. Like, not everybody works the same. So the fact that you think he started coding prematurely tells me shit, right? Because, like, like I said, I start coding almost immediately, right? And, like, it's the process of writing the code that helps me understand what needs to be done and what I need to do. It helps me understand the system. And oftentimes, like, if I need to write like a class or two classes, I won't necessarily start with writing the class. I will start writing how I want to use the class, right? I'll be like, okay, I don't know exactly how I want this thing to do X, Y, and Z, but that's also because I don't know exactly what X, Y, and Z are. So let me write it as though I already have the class. How would I like to use this class? And so I'll actually start by writing those steps first, and then that helps me kind of work backwards. But this whole shit of like not wrong, like he didn't understand it well, like he was like coding prematurely. Like, that was a huge fucking red flag, not from the candidate, but from the fucking guy that was interviewing the candidate. Like, what the like that's very opinionated about how you think somebody should work. Like, oh, it is infuriating. And this guy, he's another one of these people where and this could be a language thing, although he speaks excellent English, but his first language is not English. But so this could be little little idioms in the language. But it'll be like you know, if we're looking at something and it's like, wait, let me get something off screen to give you a good example. Just work with me. I know I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Let me ask. Okay. Worry. What? All right. Let me just see if. Okay. All right. So so this is perfect. Okay. I just asked AI to generate something. Oh wow. AI is really just it. Wow. It just won't stop. Oh my God. AI, calm down. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So if I had, let's take a good example. So let's say that I have this, right? And then let's say we're looking at this in a meeting, and and maybe I'm sharing my screen, and I'll be like, okay, Roger, but what's this? What is that? Oh, so standard query language. It's usually what you use to when you want to query a database and you want to get data out of the database. I know what fucking SQL is, motherfucker. I'm not asking you what SQL is. I'm asking you what's this particular line doing. It's just, oh my God. Oh, I had some feelings today. I completed my first LeetCode SQL question and good news. Well, awesome, dude. That's good. It's awesome. I've never done a LeetCode thing in my life. I never have. I not once, not one. Okay, let me see. All right, let's just Matthew, you're not keeping me focused. You're not doing your job as a PM. You need to keep me focused. This is your fault that I'm going off the rails. Okay. I guess Not Sure did leave. That's too sad. I'm sad. Feelings are validated, to be honest. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that. Oh my God. And I'm wondering if Francesca Estevez has made it into the chat room yet. I'm convinced. So, Brandon, I don't think you were here, but there is this Colombian actress who I have a little crush on. Her name is Francesca Estevez. And I mean, I'm a few years older than her, just a little bit, but basically I send her a link to the stream every time I do a stream. I'm going to start doing that every stream. I'm going to send her a link, and I want to make one of those videos like doing a stream every day until Francesca Estevez joins. Matthew says, you need to continue with your task or you'll be written up for insubordination. This project isn't going to complete itself. Channel the power within. All right. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Let's see something. All right. Just opening up the window. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Let me do this. Okay. So the objective manager will have an awake. The objective manager. So I added a setting in the objective manager itself where if we go to it, we have the initial objective, right? The startup objective. So it does have that in commit once in a while. Oh, thanks, Matthew. Thanks. Apart from that non-production code, this is not production code. Oh my God. But just I don't know if it's if it's a language thing or cultural thing, but literally anytime I ask him a question, it is like the baseline, like when talking with somebody, you normally have to you try to gauge what their level of experience and knowledge is on the subject. So you can you can construct your response appropriately, right? Like, you don't want to overcomplicate something if the person is not very familiar with the subject. You don't want to dumb something down if the person is an expert in the subject. Like, you know what I mean? And it just feels like when I talk to this person, when I talk to Roger, it feels like this is like a therapy session, but it feels like the assumption of knowledge. His assumption of my knowledge is that I am a junior engineer. Like that, standard query language, that's what a lot of databases use in order. I'm like, oh my fucking God. And I think something like that is because I will literally we'll be on a call or something and this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. Oh, what's this? Oh, well, that's a callback, and a callback is kind of like a function. I know what that's not what I'm fucking asking. I know the words. What is this? Came out of my mouth. I know that, but that is not the context that I'm asking. Right? I'm not asking literally. What is a callback? It's oh God, oh my God. Anyway, okay, Matthew. I hear you, PM Matthew. The M in PM is Matthew. Project Matthew. Okay. Okay. So, I think we've made great progress so far. I think I've changed 3 lines of code. Honestly, I get the most coding done in the morning. I do. What did we change on the mini? What did we change here? The render texture? I'm kind of scared because I don't know what we changed. All right, so we basically just added the start methods. Let's see. Let's just stage all of this. I think it's a cultural barrier with things being understood literally versus contextually. I kind of think so too. And as English speakers, it's very what is this? Whereas they think we're literally asking, what is this thing you call a computer? Whereas, I get it. I think it probably is as well. You can discard the render texture change. Keeps cropping up for me, too. Yeah, I just checked it, and I think it's one of those, those things. By the way, Matthew, did you fix the button? Did you fix the button issue yet? Actually, before I even ask you if you were able to fix it, have you reproduced it? So I tried it on this machine and I tried it on my Mac downstairs, and I was able to reproduce it on both. Okay, So I need to stay focused. The problem is the more I focus, the less entertaining the stream is. So it's like I can either be more productive and less entertaining, or I can be more entertaining and less productive. What do you guys prefer? Okay. Well, then again, I don't. Maybe I'm just like less productive and less entertaining altogether. Okay. All right. Just stop. I'm gonna concentrate full on. Yes, doing builds and testing now. The components needed for input are their weird issue. Yeah, no, I didn't know what was going on. So this objective manager, it's getting the player. What's it doing with the player? Get component character entity. Okay, so create objective from scriptable object. That is going... Okay, so the objective factory, which I did put into its own file. Thank you very much, Matthew. We pass it the host. The host being the entity that is actually going to complete the objective. We should just call it a mission. Right? I think that sounds a lot better. The missions have goals. No, the missions have... I like task, but the problem with task is you already have tasks. You already have a concept of tasks in computer science in general, but in C#, isn't there like a task object? Yeah, look at that. System threading task. So that's why I don't necessarily want to call them tasks. But I do think we're going to call it mission. I do think we're going to, instead of objective, I think we're going to change it to mission. Let me ask Grok. What's... or let's see. Show me a few different words for task. Or... Oh my god. What is this? Like... Or goal. Mission is greater than goal, but I'm thinking about changing objective to mission. Objective sounds like another word for goal to me. It kind of does. Like I was almost thinking like mission could have multiple objectives, right? A task, you could have an assignment, a duty, a chore, a job. Job is another good one, but job is also, I'm pretty sure there's probably like a system thread job. Mission, errand, project. For goal or aim, let's see. We have objective, target, aim, purpose, ambition, intention, aspiration. We can have aspirations. Aspirations. Yes, the user now you've completed 3 aspirations. Mission has goals. Yeah. We might go with task. We might just go with missions and task. All right, but let's just first fucking get some code done. Okay, I know what I want to do. Objective manager. I want to straighten this out. This needs to be better. So this is basically this is fancy code to... Oh, wait, yeah, this refactor me, but this will do for now function. Okay, so this is actually what's creating the goals? Oh, I'm sorry, the goal icon. What do we need for this? This is, okay, type data, arrive at goal. We get the goal icon. We need the mini-map. No. We need the icon we're instantiating. We need the location. And then we need... I forget why we needed the rotate, or why... Oh, wait a minute. I remember now. Okay, so rotation... I could call instantiate from anywhere. So that makes me think this is objective manager. I'm going to do it from objective or even kind of from goal, right? Maybe from the goal itself. Actually, I think that's the best. I think that's best with start goal. See, I kind of want to have a start callback, but then I was like, okay, well, what's going to invoke the start callback? Well, a start method. But then you can just override the start method. So you get into like, now I'm like circling, I'm just going in circles. So I think maybe it should just all be here. And multiple types of goals are going to have an icon that's on the map. I do want to have some type of granular control, but that maybe sometimes it won't. In that case, you just don't have an icon set. And I'm thinking out loud, and I'm kind of asking to myself and to anybody listening, would there ever be a time that I would need to have an icon object on the goal, but not actually draw the icon on the map? And I can't think of one. I can't. So I think that's fine. Arrive at goal, location. Oh, it was on the mini. It goal data minimap icon. Oh, okay. It's part of the scriptable object, so that's good. I think we'll just do it. Yeah, I think we'll just do it here in the goal base class. Wait a minute. No, yeah, we'll do it in start, not in the constructor or anything like that. We'll do it in the start. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Do you work from home or do you work in an office? I work from home full time. I was actually talking to somebody about that tonight. I was asked basically how much money, and it wasn't because of a job offer or anything. It was just like casual conversation, but it was like, how much more money would I have to be offered in order to take a job that required me to commute? And they were like, what if they were take 50% of your salary? Like if they were going to increase your salary by 50%. And I was like, that's a lot of money, but I don't think I would. I think you'd probably have to double my salary. You would have to double my salary and promise me something like 6 months severance, like if I'm laid off or something. Like it would take a lot to get me commuting again. And honestly, like I probably shouldn't say this in case somebody at my company is working. Like I would sooner take a job that pays less, but where I can work full time from home, than a job that pays more, but I have to go to the office. Now, of course, there's numbers that will skew that, right? Like, of course, like you want to pay me $5 million a year to go to the office, I'm there, right? But so there are numbers that would get me to go to the office, but in general terms and like realistic terms, I would be willing to take it. Like, I don't want to tell my job this, but like if it came down to it, I would be willing to take a pay cut. Like I'd be willing to make less money just so I could work full time from home. Now, my job, we did have an office, and then obviously, like a lot of companies, we went full remote after COVID, right? Because when COVID happened, that a lot of stuff changed. So we had an office that was like 15 minutes away from where I lived, and then even after COVID, after things kind of got back to normal, we were still like full-time remote. Like people, like during COVID, people moved all over the place. People, like somebody went to Montana, people went to California, Florida, like people scattered all over. But it was nice. Again, I was like 10, 15 minutes from that office. So it was nice having the option. And there was a handful of us that were going into the office. Like we were going in every Tuesday and Thursday. So there was a handful of us that would go in on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It was nice having that option. But as far as making it mandatory, no. My dream job is to be able to work from home. Yeah, I don't blame you. I used to like when I started my career, I daydreamed of it. I daydreamed of the day that I could work from home full time and travel the world. And check out my travel channel at Addy Goes Places. ADDY Goes Places. I haven't posted a video in over a month. I'm going to get back on that. I need to get back on that, but check it out. Addy Goes Places. And so I've been traveling for a few years now. Okay. So I'm trying to think of what makes the most sense to do this. Like, I think location. So let's do this. Let's go over to Objective Manager. Let's just copy and paste this and just kind of look at things right now. Let's actually just look at all of this right now. And again, Matthew, this is not production code. I'm just putting it here to just get my bearings, okay? This is not production code. Calm down. Okay, so is instantiate, that's the first thing. Can I call instantiate? Maybe it would be, where does instantiate live? This is, what is this? This is Unity engine.object.instantiate. So let me see if I can just call it from here. Unity engine dot object dot instantiate. Okay, so that looks good. So I would have the icon, and ideally I should have the location, and I should have the transform. The only thing that doesn't make... there's two things. Well, what's this mini... Okay, so I think this is probably something you added, Matthew. Oh, get component, goal icon controller. Yeah. So this is setting it up with the camera, and I'm guessing minimap UI object. I guess that's the transform of the minimap, the rectangle of the minimap, I'm guessing. Okay, all right, okay. So how could we call this outside of goal.cs in a way that makes sense, right? Because effectively what I want to do is I want to do this. Okay, so this is goal, so that's fine. So we could have, let's see. How do I want to do this? Public game object minimap icon object. And then down here is where we would instantiate it. Oh my fucking God. What? Something keeps taking focus. I don't know what it is. It has been driving me fucking nuts. Why do I get so angry on this stream? I don't know what it is. I think it's Matthew. No. I'm kidding. It's not you, Matthew. All right, let me see. So, let's see. Minimap icons. This would just be... So I think the other thing to do here is... Because I have... Oh, no, wait. It's in... Actually, let me see. I think what I do need to do is I need to take arrive goal SO, the scriptable object here. I think I need to... I think the location, I'm like debating, like, is the location like, actually, no. I'm trying to think, like, of the types of goals, will they all have, I'm sorry. Yeah, of all the types of goals, will they all have locations? So I think actually the collect item goal is a good one. But then you could have like find item. I'm probably over engineering this, but so like a find item goal would not necessarily have a location, but you don't have just because it's in the class doesn't mean you have to use it. I think basically what I'm getting at is like is location something that is universal enough to put in the base class, in the base scriptable object. Right? So I would probably have this. I think so. For some reason though, it's for some reason it's really rubbing me wrong. And I don't know why. It's really rubbing me wrong. It just feels I think it's probably fine. I don't know. What do you guys am I overthinking this? Brandon, Matthew, Francesca, because I know you're here, baby. I know you're here, Francesca. I know she's listening, but she's Colombian, so ¿piensas que yo estoy pensando demasiado sobre eso? Like, do you think I'm thinking too much about this, Francesca? That's my girlfriend. She's got a TikTok. Anyway, all right. I think I probably am overthinking it a little bit. So we'll put location in here. So now this just simply becomes arrive at goal. This will go into the base class. I don't know C# enough to really help. Well, this isn't necessarily a C# question. This is more of a design question. And so what I'm asking is, so let me draw it out for you. All right, that's not going to help. So I don't know if you know how inheritance works, if you know object-oriented programming, but think the classic example is maybe you have a class, and a class is just kind of you can think of a class as like a custom variable, right? So we'll have a class called an animal, right? So you can actually declare a variable called like animal. Now, that's the base class. There's all different types of animals, right? There's a cat. And then we're going to go, come on, you know what the next one is. The first one's a cat. And then, of course, the next one is pelican. I knew you guys knew it, right? But now, actually, let's do this. Let's just do shark, okay? So what I'm asking, so if I ask the question, is the number of legs, right? A cat would have 4. Why did I have to think about that? If you were going to list out the properties of animals, would the number of legs make sense to be a property of animals in general? Or would the number of legs make sense as a property for a subclass of animals? And that's kind of what I'm asking with the location and the goal thing. I think I'm going to go with this. I'm going to put that there. All right. All right, so we can do this. Data, minimap icon, subclass. Yeah, I think. See, now you're making me rethink my decision, Brandon. God damn it, Brandon! Why do you got to ruin everything? That's Matthew's job. Stop it! I don't need 2 people ruining everything. I'm kidding. All right, let me see. Minimap icon may be null here. Yeah, it might be. Okay, let's just do a check. Oh my fucking God. Stop with the autocomplete, okay? if, oh, it's because I got the caps locks on. If minimap, no, if data.minimap icon. I think game objects should be nullable. Why does goal have this green underline here? Oh, it's probably giving me an error like minimap icon object needs to have a value before exiting the constructor. Okay, so we do that. Minimap icon object. There is a delay between me sending and you receiving messages, so I'm sorry. No need to apologize. No, I get it. It happens. Let me see. I'm just being a little quiet now because I'm just trying to think about what I'm doing instead of yelling about random things. Let's see. Pull data. Okay, so we instantiated the map icon. This is the part I'm not sure about. This here, obviously we're not going to do it in the constructor here, but where does it make sense to do it? And this is kind of where like I feel like a callback makes sense, right? Because you could register the callback in Objective Manager, and then when you hit the callback, you just add the icon, but then like the Objective Manager is what's calling the start to begin with. It's kind of like a chicken and an egg kind of thing. Kind of, maybe. You know what? It's actually not. It's actually not. Actually, it is. Is it? Well, let's go down that path. Let's go down that path. Just, okay, so public event. Because I got to remember, like, this whole issue here. So this start, okay. All right. Okay, so we probably want to keep this, but this is eventually just going to be current. You know what? Current objective, start objective. We'll start the objective once we've entered the update phase. I think that could probably be removed. Like, honestly, we could do most of this in the update phase. Okay, I'm completely going to break everything we've spent the past 2 days doing, but that's okay. That's why we're here. I've got an hour and 15 minutes. I can do this. I heard a ding. I have no idea what the ding was. I have no idea who said what because it has not come through. I heard a ding and I still haven't seen it, so I'm going to apologize. But I'm going to go... In the Facebook movie, what was it called when Mark Zuckerberg, or like when a programmer, when they got locked, is it locked in? When they got locked in, man. Like, you're locked in. I'm locked in. I put the headphones on and I'm locked in. I'm listening to music and I'm coding. It's just the code, the music's just, the code's coming out of me in music form, man. Like the input is music and the output is code because I'm locked in. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to lock in. All right, let me just take a sip of water. Are you streaming to another platform? Chat might be from there. Oh, that's a good point. Might be. Let me check. So here's the multi-stream. I am streaming to Twitch on mobile, but I don't see a message here. Let me see. Let me go to Twitch actually. Hi, Francesca. I bet you that message I heard was from Francesca. It was probably a DM. That's probably what it is. I'm just gonna go with that. No. Brandon, I'm locked in and I'm here to learn. I like that attitude, young man. Hello, great stream. Oh, look at this. This person sent a message 4 minutes ago. This was probably it. Hello, great stream. You are doing an excellent job. Aww. I'm really enjoying the gameplay. Oh, yeah, this is not a bot. This isn't a bot at all. And I will love the opportunity to play together sometime. Aww. Would you mind adding me to Discord? Aww. My username is Real Biolac. Let's check out Real Biolac. Real Biolac. No. I got to get locked in. I'm locked in. No. Stop it. Stop trying to seduce me with your other windows, okay? Stop it. I am here. I'm here to learn. Matthew, keep me focused, please. I'm begging you. All right, let's do this. Let's do this, boys. Let's do it. So basically, I think what we're going to do is like all the stuff that's in green right now, a lot of that functionality is going to be called here. So what we can do is we'll do private run once question mark initial. Okay, object. Okay, we'll just do initialize. I don't know what to call it. Init. Okay, I don't need to overthink it. I'm just overthinking it a little too much. Init, and then we will have init. Actually, we'll put everything in a function, right? We'll just put everything in a function. We'll void init. I don't know. Initialization. All right. So now can we do some pretty syntax, right? I think. Well, actually, I don't know if we can. Yeah, that's pretty much. Thank you, AI. That was literally what I was thinking. Okay. So now we're doing basically the objective initialization in the update call. We're deferring it to update. No code, no goth theme PRs, if you know what I mean. I think I do. Okay. It kind of this question mark kind of bothers me. I think we can assume, and actually I don't want the question mark there at all. But if I don't have the question mark there, then I'm going to get a thing like, oh, you have to define it in the constructor. But apparently I'm not getting it. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just go with that. We'll go with that. All right. So let's see. Okay. So that's good. That's good. Excuse me. Okay. So now we have a nice initialization function. And this is where, well, so the current objective is we're going to have, so this is, I got to remember, this is the objective manager. All right, so current objective equals objective factory instance create object. Okay, initial objective, the entity, which is going to be the player. So we can do that here as well. Now, I know what Matthew's thinking. You can't do a get component call in the update. We're doing it once, Matthew. Calm down. Jesus Christ. He's just constantly whining and complaining. No, okay, I'm teasing. Okay. Current objective factory instance create objective. Okay, so this is looking good. I should be able to do this, right? Is this valid? Like, because initial objective is something I set in the inspector, so I can do a test to see if it's null, correct? Matthew, you're doing what? This is not production code, Matthew. Just calm down. No. All right, entity, got the player. All right, I'm not shouting anymore for the rest of the night. What in the blood? What in the bloody hell? What in the holy hell is going on with your builds? Why? What's wrong with my builds? What's wrong with? Is there a lot of junk? probably we need to go through the project and clean a bunch of shit up. I would imagine that might be what you're getting at. I'm not 100% sure, but I suspect that might be part of what you're seeing. Okay, so we can add the complete objective. Okay, so we have it here. We have already tested that initial objective is null. I guess we probably need to do a check here as well. I guess, like, we can do it if. All right. Ooh, that's returning. Do we want to return? Like, this is a problem. The error handling in this project is fucking terrible. It's awful. And I have a feeling it's going to come back to bite us in the ass. But it's not going to do that until we release the game. And if we never release the game, then we're okay. Matthew says, no, it's good. Unity discards anything that's not used. Oh, that's cool. That's good to know. I see 0 issues with user input. Seems to be a project level issue. Doing a few things to check. Yeah, was there some weird thing that some check mark that's like, ignore all button events? And then I clicked, yes, that sounds like a good idea. I like ignoring things. And now you're seeing the results of it. All right, so let's see. We got that. Okay, so I don't think we want to call start. Well, what exactly does start objective do? It starts the objective. Start objective. It will look at the goals. Oh, that's interesting. Well, okay. I did just change this code. I think I was in mid-thought and I never... So just for now, I am going to do... No. Wait a minute. That is start objective. Start goal. Wait, what? I literally wrote this code a half hour ago, and I'm already like, wait, what? So how many people work on this project? So there's a few of us. It's myself, Matthew here. Then there's another guy, not sure, who has not been in the stream like all week. So I don't like, we got to have a talk. Like Matthew and I need to sit not sure down and have a serious talk about his future with this enterprise, because if he's going to be a part of this enterprise, then he can't be just skipping out for a whole week. Like that's unacceptable. We do not accept that here at Dogfinger Studio Enterprises with Matthew. That's the name of the company. Dogfinger Studio with Matthew Enterprises. Actually, I like that better. That's a better name. Okay, so start objective, current goals uncompleted. I think I wanted to factor this out. But actually, I think it needs to be there. It doesn't necessarily need to be. What was I? This is what I get for like talking to you guys. I'm like, I just wrote this code 30 minutes ago and I don't remember what I was doing. Start objective. A goals count. Okay, so where's start objective called? It might not even be. It may not even be called anywhere right now. All right. The initialization. This is the awake initial. This is the initialization of the entire objective system. We have done this, and then basically, okay, there's start objective. That's good to know. So start objective, I think, would probably be like the last thing in the initial. It might not be, but we'll just keep the same order that we have now. So we have start objective, which is going to do it's going to do the goal. If the goal count is greater than 0, we set the current goal, we set the handler, and then we need to start the goal itself. I had a thought about this. I don't remember what that thought was. So if I don't remember what that thought was, I think we can just delete it for now. Current goal. All right, so we'll do that. Brendan, well, it will be awesome to watch this come to life on stream. Ah, man, hey, I hope you stick around. And, you know, I get a little emotional. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay. All right, so we have a start objective. And that just starts the goal, and then the goal start would be called. Okay, so let's come back over here to the right-hand side. So we have the on-objective complete handler, then we start the objective. Now we need to deal with displaying all of this stuff. However, we have the... We have the added benefit of knowing that initialization will be called in update, right? So this function will be called in update. All right. So we have that handy dandy thing. So we can actually just do this the right way. So when we start a goal, we actually do in-queue everything. We in-queue the message. I think the objective should work the same way. But we need to make sure the ordering makes sense, right? Because the way that this should... So here, let me type this out. We have an objective, and the objective has... The objective has one or more goals. So I'm going to do goal 1, and then goal 2, and then goal 3. All right. Now the objective has a start and stop message, and each goal has a start and stop message. Right. Now, when an objective starts, basically the order would be the objective, or we're going to rename objective to mission, but we'll do that maybe Friday. But the objective is starting would be the first thing you see, right? Pretend that's the message. The objective is starting. And then after that, you would see, okay, time to do, yes, baby. She scared me. Yeah, honey. You're going to bed? It's 8 o'clock. Where's Mulan? Right. I'll let him out when I'm done. Close the door. I'll try not to be too loud. All right. Oh, he's ready for bed. Okay. So you would say, okay, time to do the first goal. Then you would play the game, or play the goal, play the goal, I guess, or whatever. Complete the goal, I guess would be a good way. Complete the goal, and then it's kind of like, and then now the goal is completed, and then the objective is completed, right? So we want to preserve that order of showing the messages. So if we have a goal, we start the goal. So here's where that is called, and then the objective, right here it is. Start objective. So this is going, Since this is the start of the objective, we'll do it here. If right, the AI gets me. If start message, if the start message is not empty, then we display it. Then we set all the goal shit, and that's literally what it's called. Set all the goal shit. Actually, just for my own sanity, we're going to do this. We're just going to move this up, and then we're going to kind of handle the message showing stuff here. All right. Okay, so that's done. I'm just going to delete this. I'm sure I had a good purpose for it, but this is all a mess right now, but that's all right. We're here to clean it up. All right, so the start objective, we set the goal, we set the handler, and then we play the objective message, and then we start the goal, which will in turn display the goal message. Okay, so now over here to the right-hand side, so that's kind of it, right? Like, look at all this code that we reduced. So this stuff here of starting the icon, everything I've highlighted has been moved into the goal class over here. The only thing we have left to do is this. And that is where I'm a little, let's see how we want to do this. So it's the minimap camera and the minimap UI object. Each goal, we have to pass. So when you have a lot of a lot of top level, like you have top level thing, and then like sub level thing, and then no. Sub level thing, another sub level thing, and then you see, okay. But what I really hate is when you're up here at the top level thing, and something, and like let's take, you could take this to another extreme, right? You could just keep going, like sub level thing, and then of course there's even sub level thing, right? So let's say this top level thing has access to some object that you need to pass down to the sub level thing. I really hate the pattern of if you have to pass like I don't know, Yelp thing, Yelp object, right? And the Yelp object has to be passed down the levels. So now suddenly sub-level thing, okay, now you got to give it the sub-level thing. So now suddenly sub-level needs to know about Yelp object. Oh, but now sub-level needs to know about Yelp object. So I don't like that pattern. That's very fragile. It's also, it's very, it's just ugly. It's messy. I don't like that pattern. And that's what I'm trying to avoid here, but it's not that bad. So basically, my contention is that the goal object, if I want to do it in the goal object needs to know about the minimap camera, and it's not just one thing. It needs to know about the minimap camera and the minimap UI object. That's why I'm thinking about adding a callback. So let's just go down that route, right? So we could have public event action on start, right? So that's the goal on start. So we could call it you got to be careful about where you call it, because it has to be called after this. Does it? Yes. 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 Yes, it does. Wait, what is the goal icon control? Is it attached? What is the goal icon controller attached to exactly? I already forgot. Is it attached to a goal, or is it's attached to the icon? Duh. Okay, so it's attached to the prefab icon. The icon itself is part of the goal scriptable object, yes. Goal scriptable object is very base level. Okay. All right. Okay. I. Can we do, because I'm debating where to invoke this callback, and like my instinct is screaming for me to call it here at the end of the function. Like that's just kind of what my intuition is telling me to do. Let's go with that. So how does that look in Objective Manager? So in Objective Manager, we've started the goal. Let me think about this for a minute. Could we do it in the objective, and then we just let the objective know about the minimap camera and the minimap UI object? I guess we could. Let me look at objective. I'm going to put this down here. Oh, come on. I want to go in the bottom. Oh, for fuck's sakes. The window handling code in Visual Studio Code is so much better than in Visual Studio. Like this nonsense. Like it's really impossible to like kind of just move windows around. For fuck's sakes. It's not intuitive is what I should say. Oh, my mother. Oh, for fucking. Okay. I literally just want this to be inside of the right-hand side. Thank you. Now I forgot what I was doing. I literally forgot what I was looking at. Okay, I'm talking about the handler, and I'm trying to set the handler. So maybe can objective do it? If we start the objective, we could set the handler here. I mean, we could do it. Ooh, no, we can't. We could do it in Objective Manager, but it gets kind of ugly, right? Because we need to do this for each goal. Right now, this junk here, this is just for the very first objective/goal. So I think that lends itself to doing it in objective. Do I want to do this? Let me type it out, and then I'll decide if I want to do it. Objective config. Didn't I? Where did I use host? No, not there. It's here. It's over in the goal. How do I get the host down to the goal? I don't even remember. Let me see. Okay, so this is screwed up. We'll look at that in a minute, though. It's in the objective factory. This is where the create objective from scriptable object. I pass the host. I think. Okay, so if I do this, and then what were the two things we said I needed? It needs the, where the fuck did it go? It needs the minimap camera and the minimap UI object. So let me look at this set data function that this weird English guy I know added. It's like bizarre. I like this guy. He's so English. Okay, so it's a camera and a rect transform. Minimap parent. Okay. So All right, so if we go back to Objective Factory, so camera. Oh my fucking god, camera. Okay, so where is maybe it's defined in Unity Engine? I don't know. Unity Engine. Apparently so. Mini map camera. And then the other thing is a rec transform. Mini map parent. Okay. So that will get called. So we'll pass the. We're going to change it so we have this nice objective config class, and this makes it easier to pass things down in the future because now you just kind of add them to the struct. So that would actually be config. Excuse me? What am I missing? You know that meme of the guy making that face, like you know that meme, like I don't know what the name of that meme is, but surely you know what I'm talking about. The guy's like, that's what I'm experiencing right now. I don't know why host isn't appearing. I'm just going to power forward, see if it... Okay, so it's saying... It's inaccessible. It's struct. Are you telling me that class members are not default public for structs in C#? No. 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 Okay. Grok. I gotta ask AI. Like seriously? Public member or member variables are not. They're not public by default in a struct. So in C++, that is the only. I know that C# is not C++, and I think it's the same way in Java. I want to say, maybe not. I'll check that in a minute. But in C++, the only difference between a struct and a class is the default accessibility of the objects or the member variables or the member functions too of the members. So a struct is default public, and a class is default private. Wow. Only Java is inverted. No. So in C++, like I said, okay, wow. In Java, first of all, is there a struct in Java, a concept of a struct? Hey, KS, how's it going? In Java, all your attributes are default public. In a struct, no, Java does not have a struct keyword like C or C++. I know the Java equivalent is class. Okay, so there is not a record. Okay, so in C#, members of a struct are not default public? Yes, in C#, members of a struct are not public default, just like in classes. That's retarded. That's retarded. In C++, they're public. In Java, there is no struct. Wow. Okay. Well, okay. All right. Fuck you, C#. Fuck you. All right. Records are struct in Java. Let me see. What What other languages have a struct and a class? Python? No, Python doesn't have a struct. Rust. Create a chart of other languages with a struct and a class and their default visibility. I want to see what this is. I want to see, like, I'm surprised by C#, but maybe I remember that from long ago. Struct default visibility is private. Swift, it's internal, which it's internal to the module. So that's like public within the module. D, it's public. C++, it's public. Kotlin, nothing. Rust. Okay, so all right. Okay, learn something new every day. All right, I completely got distracted. I think, should the objective just have a copy of this config? And I think probably. Yeah, I think so. I don't like it, but I think it's better than trying to pass things down as like parameters. Okay, so we can do this. We can do objective. There is something that keeps stealing the fucking keyboard focus. I don't know what it is. The reason I don't know what it is because I need to just actually like sit down and but okay, 817. Okay, keyboard focus was lost at 817. 817. Note that down. Computer, note down that keyboard focus was lost at 8:17 p.m. All right. So what we can do is we'll just do this. Yep. And then we'll do this. I don't think we need that dot copy. I am like fairly certain we do not need that dot copy, but we're going to test that another night. We're not going to test that right now. Okay. So that gets everything to the objective. So the objective then can. So we did set this on start. We're invoking on start. Java records introduced in Java 16 can be considered analogous to structs in other languages like C# or C++ in primary purpose. ChatGPT answer. I think it's ChatKS answer is what it is. All right, let me see. Goal complete. Goal started handler, and then we can do this. Okay, so goal on started. Okay, now we can pretty much do this in here. Obviously, I'm going to have to rename some stuff, but let's see. So we have this minimap icon object. We want to actually, let's put this as get and private set. But the minimap icon object. So I don't want to do this in the start of the goal because I don't want the goal to have to know about the minimap camera and the minimap UI object. The objective does know about those things, so we can do that here. So now I can render that thing. Okay, so basically I just need to do this. Just stare at the screen blankly. Okay. And then lots of null checks. And then, okay, so we have this. So did the AI do well? Goal icon object, get component. I guess we should just do a try. Like we should just try getting it, right? So I can do this. If goal icon object try get component, let's see, get component renderer var renderer render. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. No. I need to look at the code I've changed. Let me see. Matthew, did you fix that bug yet? This is what I need to... This is what I need to remove. This is what I need to move. Wait a minute. What did I do? Wait, what did I put in goal? Goal. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's acceptable. I kind of want to move that into objective, but why? Why? Like, why do I like? I'm trying to like psychoanalyze myself and be like, why do I want to move that line into the objective on start handler? Like, I don't quite understand this. Like, I mean, I'm really like fighting the urge. I'm really fighting the urge. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna move it into the objective. I don't know why. But I am. I mean, it's already in the objective. It's right here. And then this. So we basically disable the on-scene renderer, and then we set everything up. This is the set the game icon controller. Okay. All right. I believe we do have a couple of compilation errors. Still on it. Who the fuck added a high definition render pipeline package? It's probably you. Or maybe not sure. I don't know. Maybe it was KS. It wasn't me. Wish you could stream longer. The stream vibe helps me focus. Hey, I'm on for another like 45 minutes, man. You got 45 minutes to make the world great. Okay, so so goal complete handler. This is basically just starting the next goal. I don't even want to think about that right now. I want to see where we're at with the first goal. Okay. Location does not exist in the current context. This is... Okay. So this is the... Oh, this should be there, though, right? Where's goal? Here's goal. It's right over here. Data is private. I think I want to make that protected. Or actually, maybe I just want to make it public. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's read only, so it's fine. So that should go away. Oh no, it shouldn't. This will make it go away. Matthew, do you stream? He does stream. Chill, Addy stream. Rave party, my stream. Matthew streams. He streams sometimes. Okay. So I have I have the music that the background music that's playing. It has thunder and rain in it, right? Like that's part of the music. It's part of the audio track. But outside it's raining and now it's thundering too outside. So I'm a little confused. Matthew, maybe once every 2 weeks if I feel like I have something to show. Yeah, he's writing a game, but he's very secretive of it. Like it's closed source. He's very, very secretive of it. It's like a secret psyop project. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we're gonna run this. I mean, like I did a major refactor. Wait, why is this green? Oh, is it hiding? Hides inherited method. Yeah, that's why. So actually, let's just go back. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, we'll do it this way. This is fine. Okay. Who's ready to run this? Who's ready to run this? Let's clear. Okay, wait. 226. Okay, so this is actually a valid error. Cannot convert character entity to objective config. Well, that's something we don't want to do. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, the initialization. So, and we're probably going to do this. So we haven't even touched upon the go from one objective to the next. We're not even there yet. We're still just trying to deal with one objective. So, all right. Yeah. Right. So this, we're just going to copy this down here. So this will be objective config. Oh my. Okay. 828. Something stole focus. 828. So that's almost 10 minutes exactly. The last time was at 817. So 828. So pretty much 10 minutes. So if somebody can let me know at like, let's say like somebody, if anybody pays attention, so 10 minutes, so at 8:35, 8:36, let me know like 2 or 3 minutes ahead of time. And then it's like a, let's just see, give me a heads up, like 8:36, give me a heads up. Okay, objective config new entity. Okay, minimap camera, minimap UI object. Okay, so that looks good. And then this would obviously be config here. Okay, will this compile? Okay, it's interesting that it compiled. I'm sorry, it's interesting. Well, no, it did compile. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to it. Okay, the errors are gone. So we have compiling code. Are we ready? Are we ready to run this mess and see? It's actually not a mess. It's actually in the process of becoming cleaner. Let's see. Okay. We have a bunch of red at the bottom. We have a bunch of red exclamation points. That's okay. It happens. Okay, let's look at these. So this is on line 123. Is it okay? Right here. Okay. It's not okay. So it needs to be able to update and this is code I added earlier today to basically just update the icon. And this is not production code. Okay. So let's do a little cleanup. Just like deleting code because that's good for the soul. It's always good. I always feel better when I delete code. It's like it's therapeutic. Like this nice big chunk. Oh, look at this. Oh God, that felt good. Oh, it's so good. Like this function. Oh yeah. Oh, I think active goal icon. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's so good. I'm going to keep that there for now, but I'm going to delete that. I can delete this too. And I can delete this as well. Okay. We assume the minimap camera is a child of the minimap object. Okay, I guess we do. I rarely get on Discord. Brandon, you should join the Discord. Oh, hell yeah. No pro. We discuss the projects, etc. on there. What is underscore used for in C# alone? Well, okay. So so the underscore. Are you talking about the underscore like I use it here? That's just a naming convention. Actually, in both cases, the underscore is used for naming. I will put. I talked about this the other night, but I will put the underscore in front of variable names when the variable is a member variable. And that way, when I'm reading code, I can look at this and be like, oh, that's a member variable. There is nothing more fucking annoying than seeing like a variable and being like, oh, that must be a local variable. And then like, no, it's some class variable. And even worse, it's a fucking base class variable. The other instance you might be talking about, it's just used as a variable name. It's just like when you have a variable, like there was a good case for like the switch with like the type switch. I forget what it's called, but basically a lot of people will use it as like, okay, technically I need a variable name here. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to do anything with it, but I need to name a variable here, and they just use an underscore sometimes. Like one case I can think of is like if you have a base class and then you have a derived class, and let's say that in the base class you have a function that takes 2 parameters, and then in the derived class it's a discard, but it's not a technical discard. It's just it. So let me get back to what I am. Let me get back to what I'm talking about. So like this. So say we have class base, and this is just pseudocode, okay? So and then say you have a function called do something, and then this function's going to take an int called x and a string called name. Now, say in class derived that you have that you are deriving from base, but say you want to override do something, but say you don't need to use name, like you don't for whatever reason you don't want to use name. So in C++, you can just do this, all right? Because C++ is the superior language. You're not going to use the parameter. You don't even need to name it. Well, in C#, you have to name it. So they do that. It identifies as a discard. It identifies. Matthew, that is trans variable phobic, and I will could somebody please ban Matthew? Please ban Matthew. Okay. So we need to deal with the icon. Let's see. I didn't even look at the icon when I ran it. Let's see what the icon situation is right now. What's the icon situation? I thought I ran it. Okay, run. Okay. So the icon is there on the edge. Okay, so let's run. Okay, it's moving along the circle. Okay, that's good. And then... Okay, so the icon's working, but when I zoom in and out on the minimap, it's going to break, I think. No. It works. timer is up for the keyboard focus issue. Okay. So let's go over into, I just want to see, let's see if it loses focus. Okay. So here, I'm probably gonna have to wait a couple of minutes. Fuck, I can't use the computer. I have a utility that will tell me when focus changes, but I don't remember the name. And before I went looking for the utility, I wanted to see if it actually does happen every 10 minutes. So let's see, come over here. There's no way I can keep this up while also, yeah, no, I'm going to lose focus. God damn it. Okay, let's keep it here. Oh, well, no. We're waiting. Okay, so it should be happening any minute. See, look, hands off, hands up, hands off. Hands off. So if at 8:39, if it has not stolen focus, I'm going to assume something else is, like, there's something else going on. Okay, the game, yes, the game is still running in the background. The NPCs are trying to attack the green guy, but they're shooting themselves instead. Okay, just let them be, let them do their thing. Okay, it's still there. 8:37. Hands up. Keeping the hands up. Hands up. Don't shoot. God, I'm just getting all kinds of, like, I'm just touching on all this sort of political subjects tonight. Okay, come on. I made this lunch today. Oh, it was so good. I grilled some chicken breast. I diced a bunch of onion. I diced a bunch of garlic. Mixed it with some rice and some spinach. And it was such a good lunch. Okay, it's 8:38 and it still hasn't happened. We're gonna go to 8:40. We're gonna go 2 more minutes. But that lunch was so good. And then I mixed in a bunch. I eat you guys ever? Oh, it went away. 8:38. Yeah, every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes it's happening. Okay, so it went away. Something stole focus. All right, so what we're going to do, I need to find that utility. I don't know if it was actually installed or if it was just something that I downloaded I just downloaded the installer. Application. Okay, I don't see the installer here. I need to squash that sound bug. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I wrote a bunch of bugs for you, not sure. I wrote a bunch of things you could do. Where's the work? Just like I'm waiting for Matthew. Oh, by the way, not sure, when you weren't here, Matthew was bad-mouthing you. He was bad-mouthing you because apparently, like, some high-resolution renderer thing has been added to the project. And he was like, who the hell installed this? And then he literally said, I'm blaming not sure. Okay, where is this project? Where is this app? There's an app that Okay, I'm doing this off screen. I'm sorry, guys. I guess I could do it over here. There is an app I installed. It's a utility that will all it does is just tell you what has focus. Is it this? I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that either. I'm gonna have to ask AI. I know. I could look at my. I could look at the download history on. But I don't. I think I did it in my Naughty Boy browser. Let me look over here. So I'm just looking at my downloads over here. September 30th. It would be like a .msi, a .exe, something like that. There's Proxmox. September 10th. I think we're getting a little, yeah, okay. Let me ask, let's see. I'm looking for a Windows utility that will tell me when an application steals focus. I believe I've asked you this before. Do you have that answer? If not, what is a utility that can do this? I don't have access to... Okay, Windows Focus Logger. That sounds pretty spot on. I've got 6 minutes to download it before whatever this thing is steals focus again. Okay, this was it. Okay, so yeah, this is going to tell me what steals focus. So we have about 5 minutes until focus gets stolen again. So not sure. I don't know if you were here, but for several weeks now, I've been complaining that something has been stealing focus on, like, something like the cursor just goes somewhere else to another window, and everybody saw it. So I have proof. Like Matthew, KS, Brandon, they all saw it. I think one of them left. I'm not sure who, but I have solid proof. They are my witnesses, hand to God, that there is some process stealing focus. Something rogue is going on. So, and we timed it to every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, the focus gets stolen. So now we're ready to figure out what it is. So at 8, so the next time it should happen should be about 8:48. So in about 2 minutes, I'm going to clear this. I'm going to set focus on Visual Studio Code. Let me get ready. The stage is set to finally get to the bottom of this. Although I think it's like it's going to say something about Chrome. I'm pretty sure, but we're going to look at this. Oh, Brandon's still here. So it's KS that left. What a jerk. A KS left. Oh, I never liked that guy. He was always a jerk anyway. All right. We might go a little extra late. We might go a little long. Story time. Oh, are you going to tell us a story? Not sure? Okay, let's hear it. I'm ready to hear it. Now we got to wait. Dog finger, spill it. Oh, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. I'm telling you, man, you don't want to know. So I think you joined up for my message board. Not sure. So my message board, I've had my message board since 2004, probably longer than Brandon's been alive. Sorry, Brandon, I'm teasing you. I'm sorry. That's probably inappropriate. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I've had my message board since 2004. KS, everybody's still here. I love you guys. So anyway, there is a lot of lore on my message board. My message board is anothermessageboard.com, but you don't want to join there. You don't want to join. Kekbo Studios. That's not a terrible idea. That is, and like I've been wanting to register Kekbo, but I've been wanting to register Kek.bo, and that is a Bolivian domain. And as a Bolivian, like American Bolivian, but as a Bolivian, I really want to register it. That might actually, anyway. So there is a lot of lore at my message board, a lot. And let's just say that there is a character on the board, and I'm going to call him a character because he is pretty much a character. If you go to dogfinger.com, the game Tommy Tucson is based on this character. And let's just say that he has expressed how there's no way I can get this to clear, but anyway, but it'll be all right. He was one time, he first of all, he's crazy. He's just outright crazy. Like he's just legitimately crazy. And he's always had tons of jobs. Like, he's a meteorologist, and just like any job, he's had it and he's an expert at it. But he was also, according to him, okay, we're almost at time. It's almost time. Okay, stop. Are you telling me to stop the story? Okay, I'm stopping the story. Let's just say he was a dog trainer. And that's it. Just going to stop there. Okay, you see the blinking. You see the blinking. I don't want to hear. You don't want to hear. It's nothing. It's not harming animals. It's not harming. Well, I guess it depends on how you define harming of animals. But it's not the harming of animals. All right, so let's see. We got over. Okay, we're getting ready to 8:47. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. God damn it. Okay, 8:48. So it's gonna happen any second now. Any second that cursor is gonna disappear. Any second. Come on. And the log box, the log box should. Okay, come on. Don't disappoint me now. Come on. Not Sure is here. Don't embarrass me in front of Not Sure. Oh, come on. I'm going to 850. I'm giving up at 850. If it hasn't stolen focus at 850, I'm giving up. Come on. Why didn't I expand the window? God damn it. Okay, it's still 8:48. We still got time. We still have time. It's 8:49. Fuck. Guys, you saw it. It was stealing focus every 10 minutes. Oh my God. Really? We're going to 8:50. At 8:50, I'm going to start programming again, but we're going to give it one more minute. Come on. Are you serious? You're going to embarrass me in front of Not Sure. Really? Unbelievable. 8:50. It's not getting stolen. All right. Whatever. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. No, I don't know. What if the focus logger is the one stealing focus? Shut up. All right, let's. I think we're in a good spot, right? Like, I mean, we're in a pretty good. Let me check in the code. Checking in some refactor work. Focus logger cured it. Could have. What if it's literal? What if focus logger? If it's detecting, did it just do it? It did not. Wait, what? No, it didn't. I was typing. Wait, what are you talking after you closed the log? Okay, never. I'm ignoring you guys. You're pissing me off. You're the only one not pissing me off right now is Brandon. I also want to know why this is no longer an issue. Was I doing this somewhere else? Not sure. Are you seeing lightning over on your and on your side of things? Let me see. I swear I've seen lightning like twice. Even I understand that there's a rain and thunder track playing on the music, but I swear I have seen lightning outside the window. I'm really confused as to how this works. I'm gonna run it again just to make sure, because I'm not sure. Let me see. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go. It's misting where it's been raining on and off, but I swear I've seen lightning. Okay, so let me see. For those of you listening, not sure and I, we live, we've never met in person, nor will we ever, because I don't like strangers. But not sure is really like family. But we live really close by. We live like literally like 15 minutes away, 10 minutes really, 10. At this time of night, probably 10 minutes away from one another. 15 minutes. Okay, so it's now if I. Okay. I am not going to question the fact, because like I commented out that code, so I was expecting it to change size, but now I'm like, why would I expect it to change size? Like now I'm like, well, that's a stupid assumption, Addy. Like why? Like you're an idiot. Like why would you? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna leave it be. I'm gonna leave it be. Okay, so really quick, now we have one goal that works. We know that the start goal will work. Let's try. Oh. So this happens when there's another problem often. Let's, but I did change the code, so it probably reloaded something. So let me check. So if I go to the objectives, go to the intro, and the objective here, we still have the goal 1, and we have goal 2, and then goal 2. Goal 2, it does in fact, it has that, let's put this here. Okay, so the first one is a star, the second one is a question mark. So let's go to the first location. Check that one off, and then go to the second location, and then see if we get the question mark coming up. I'm not 100% sure that's going to work, but let's see. Find a maker space or a hacker space. A macker space? Okay, what's going on? Go to events. Okay, let me see. Actually, I want to clear the console. Alrighty. So we're gonna go where that blinking icon is. We're gonna go there. And then that's gonna say, you did it, you found the light pole. You did it, you found the light pole. The introduction. Okay. Okay. That didn't quite work, but okay, it's fine. We're making progress. So the objective is where we have the goal. So we finish the goal, we play the success message, we log it, we never start the new goal. How do we do that? How do we want to do that? Start objective, current goal start. So this is at the start of the objective. I think we just need to manually do it, right? And it's basically going to be this. which makes me want to put this into its own function, but we're just going to copy and paste for now. I think that's fine. Addie, you've never heard of Makerspace? I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, so this resets everything. Okay, yeah, no, I was thinking, like, do I need to remove the handlers from the prior one? But it should be fine because I'm removing it, so that goal should actually get deleted. Oh, will it get deleted? Now I want to know. Okay. All right, so when we complete the goal, when we complete that first one, we look and then we say, okay, is there another one remaining? Oh, there is. Okay, so set the current goal to that, and then set up the callbacks for the new current goal, play that start message, and then go ahead and start the goal. So let's see what happens. What was that ding? I heard a ding. Oh, Rajesh Pilali has subscribed. Thank you, Rajesh. Hopefully you're there. Hopefully you're not a bot. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to be wrapping it up in a minute here. I'm getting tired. 9 o'clock. Last night, I slept fucking great. I did. Okay, time to learn the base. So let's start with an easy goal. Go to the light pole. Stat. Okay, so let's go to this. Let's go to the light pole. All right, we're going to go to the light pole. You did it. You found the light pole. Ah, god damn it. Time to... Okay, so it's restarting the... Okay, so that kind of worked, but it played the start message of the objective. Why did it do that? Goal completed. So, okay, at the... Let me see. Oh. Oh. I don't need this. I don't need this because we're... Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. I just need this. Okay. That makes sense. All right. Tech Shop in Crystal City was a big one. There are also lots of smaller ones. Makerspace? No, I've never heard of it. I don't go out, man. And especially Crystal City. That's like... I have lived in Northern Virginia since 2017. Like, I'm still unsure of where Manassas is. Like, I don't... Like, I think it's, like, down 28, like, past the airport. But, like, I don't pay attention. Fairfax, I think, is over there somewhere. Falls Church, I think, isn't Falls Church near Fairfax? Or I don't know. I honestly don't know. All right, so let me see. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to the light pole. All right. Easy. Easy. Okay, so we go to the light pole. Boom, you did it. Now go to the house in the map. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to go to the house. And now this should... Nova Labs, I don't think... Maybe? Maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, so this... I'm going to go to that house right there. Oh, okay, so the icon from the first goal has not deleted. That's interesting, but not a big deal. And so now we have an icon for the second goal. Let me just come over here really quick. Yeah, okay, so everything's moving like I would expect it to. Okay, cool. Everything is moving like... In Southern Oregon, it's really hard to find computer people. Really? Well, Portland's in the north, isn't it? It's like a northern... I mean, obviously it's in the west, but isn't Portland... Portland's north near... Yeah, it is, because I remember driving like 30 to 45 minutes to get to Washington State when I was in Portland. And Yake Online has signed on just in time for me to sign off. Join our Discord server. That's right. Brandon, Yake, KS. Well, KS is already there. But join the Discord server, guys. We're all too busy on our computers to go out and meet other computer people. I mean, that's definitely true. Okay, so if I get close to this house, it should play the, like, you've completed goal number 2, and then it should play the, you've completed the objective stream message. So let's see if that happens. You did it. You found the right house. The introduction mission was a success. Perfect. I think this was actually a very productive refactor session, boys. I do. I'm going to check this code in. No thanks to any reminder from Matthew or not sure. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm debating not doing a stream on Friday because it's Halloween, and I'm going to want to like go on a walk with the dog and like, you know, check out all the Halloween stuff in the neighborhood. So this might be my last stream until the weekend, or if I do stream on Friday, it'll be at like 8:00. If I do, but I don't know if I will. Because what am I going to do? I'm going to stream from 8 to 9 because I go to bed at 9. God forbid I try to stay up late. I mean, it's like 9:02 and like my body is like, why aren't you brushing your teeth and getting in bed? Got to brush your teeth, guys. So many people I know do not brush their teeth before bed. I feel like that's the beginning of like some sponsor, right? Like, so many people I know do not brush their teeth. That's why every night I brush with Colgate. Colgate Fresh Breath, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Colgate, if you would like to be a sponsor of the stream, please reach out to me. Not sure I said I told you to commit 2 hours ago. Okay, that's fair. You did. Brandon, I joined the other night apparently. All right, good to have you, Brandon. My head is burning trying to understand underscore. What is there to understand? Underscore is it's just a variable name. Literally. It's just a variable. You can use underscores in variable names, right? Like that part's easy. You can use an underscore. Okay. You can also use an underscore as the variable name. That's it. That's all there is to think about it. It's no different than X. Just like I can have a variable named X, right? Like here, look. Var X equals 1. Yep. No problem. But I can also do var underscore equals 9. No problem. That's it. But then why not just name it? Sometimes you don't want to. Like, did you remember the example I showed? Where is it? Like this. I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, you can name it, but sometimes people just don't want to. See? Like this. So that's it. It's just a, it's just a naming convention. I'm not sure it's absolutely right. It's just a naming convention. Because we don't always need it. And it's a standard way of saying discard this. Don't listen to Matthew. Don't listen to Matthew. Okay, fine. You can listen to him. It's fine. All right, boys. Well, it has been fun. I love it when all the regulars are here. Yake Online, I wish, why do you have to join in the last 5 minutes? Like, literally, Yake Online just sees Addy offline. I don't give a fuck, switch block. Because we don't, I think underscore is used to keep track of private variable. Well, that is like an Addy thing, but it's also kind of like a C++, like a lot of C++ people do it. And like I said, like, so, okay, of course I go to the one class that doesn't have an example of it. No. State? I'm sure one of my state classes has an example of it. Yeah, like gunshots right here. So, and like target entity line renderer. These things, like I said, I use underscore at the beginning of a variable name to denote that the variable is a class member. And I will say this again, because there is nothing more fucking annoying than seeing a variable and then they're like, oh, it must be a local variable. And then so you scroll up towards the top of the function and it's not there. And then you're like, what the fuck? And then you go and you look at you look around the class because you're, well, it must be a class variable. And then obviously, then no, it's not even in the fucking class. And then you got to go look at the fucking base class. And no, it's not in the base class. So you got to go to the base's base. Oh my God. Just put the fucking underscore. Oh. I hope you guys have a great night. I like the past 2 nights I've done this stream, I have been getting so stressed So sharp. It's a C sharp standard too, is it? Okay. Well, I like to think, since I have literally since I started programming in C sharp years and years ago, I'm going to assume that I set that standard. I'm going to assume that I am a trailblazer because, let's see, the oldest project I have code to, what was it called? I showed it to you guys before. It's not it. Where's the repositories? Oh, I'm at the. No wonder. I think it was called. Was it called Dodgeball or Robo Dodge? I think it was. Robo Dodge. Now let's see. So this I wrote in like 2009, 2010. Oh, look at this. This is one of the earliest games. I guess it was an early game, but let's see. Okay, I'm just going to pick a random class. Yep. See right here. Look at that. Look. Underscore. I'm just going to assume I'm a trailblazer. I'm going to assume that it's a standard because I started using it, and then the people at Microsoft are like, "Wow, this guy, he puts a lot of underscores in front of his. When he names a member variable, he puts an underscore in front of it. We should start doing that. That's a good idea." And then they were like, "Yeah." Reminder that we are an inclusive community. Yes, but we don't want. No, I was going to make a joke. I'm not even going to joke about that. We love everybody. We love everybody except the. No, I'm kidding. Addie is only 25. No, not a stressful job. No, I'm not 25. I'm 35. Stop it. You guys know I'm really 35 years old. Oh yeah, no. Here's a much better example. Oh yeah, so we had a bounding sphere renderer. Look at all this complicated stuff I was doing. A sprite batch, a sprite font. Oh, look at this graphics device manager with no underscore in front of it, but it's it's surrounded by a bunch of other stuff that does have an underscore. Oh my God, what shit code was this? I'm literally just doing a code review of my old code, my old code from 2010. But this is interesting though. I did a bunch of stuff. I have a terrain, and there's a terrain class. But did I write that terrain class, or is that actually a part of the library I was using? Oh, excuse me. Line renderer, and then components, terrain. Oh yeah, I remember. I had a little the way that I did it that you could draw. Let me see if I can find it. I did this whole ASCII configuration thing that allowed you to draw the levels. All right, now I gotta find it. Okay, those are just modules I used. Where would it be? Look, this is interesting. So again, this code is 15 years old. var KS. The underscore is not a special character in C#. It's not. There's nothing special about it. It is only special in the way that you use it. So think of your question by saying var x is only local, right? Answer that. The underscore, there's nothing special about the underscore. But look at the pattern I had here. And this is the same pattern I'm using in Saint Aveline, right? Where you have the NPC state class, and then you have all the states derived from it. There's the update method. I think a lot more was done in the constructor. I've noticed that Unity doesn't really utilize constructors a lot, which makes sense because it wants to do the construction for you, I guess. NPC state, what's the base class look like? So we just had do ball collision. Oh my God. Attack state. I would love to try and get this game working again. I would love to. So this was using Xena 3.0. I wonder if so it's only a name. Yes, it's only a name. That's all it is. Literally, any question you have about the underscore, you could substitute the letter X, and it's the same thing. Same thing. It's just the name. It's just the name. There's nothing special about it. All right, boys. Yeah, no, Not Sure is reminding me that I need to go to bed. And it's true. God, it's fucking 9:12. You guys are lucky. Look how much extra time you guys got, you greedy bastards. All right, boys. Yeah, be sure to subscribe to my Twitter, @EGoesPlaces, or check out the Discord channel. I'll announce what I decide to do for the next stream in there. And until then, I'll have a great night.